Assalamualaikum. My name is J4CEEE1114C. I'm from Group 2 and I will present the first one is our scenario. Your company has been awarded a computer network project for a government building. Requirements of the network are as follows: 60 hosts for enforcement department, 60 hosts for front desk and 10 hosts self-service kiosk, both on the same router, 14 hosts for the public Wi-Fi, 8 hosts for the CCTV and 4 hosts for security department, both on the same router, 8 hosts for finance department and 6 hosts for IT department, both on the same router. All routers are connected to each other and the IP address start from 192.168.0.600/24. Now, for our presentation, we will elaborate the switch comparison, router comparison, costing and return on investment ROI, and we will calculate the equipment costing, labor costing, additional cost breakdown, and other costs. So, for the first one is switch comparison. There are 3 types of switch we will find to suit our project. The first one is Cisco Catalyst 2960X series. The second one is Juniper EX4300. The third one is Aruba 2930F. For the ports, they are still the same, but for the features, Cisco Catalyst have layer 2/3 PoE plus stackable energy efficient Ethernet. The second one is Juniper EX4300. The features is layer 2/3 virtual caches PoE plus and Junos OS. Or the last one is Aruba 2930F. The features is layer 2/3 PoE plus stackable and Aruba OS. For the second one is the router comparison. There are 3 types of router that we choose to find the best one for our project. The first one is Cisco ISR 4331. The second one is Juniper SRX 300. And the last one is Aruba 7005. For the throughput, Cisco ISR 4331, 100 megabits per second to 2 gigabits per second. For the second one, Juniper is 100 megabits per second. And the last one is Aruba, 2 gigabits per second. The interface is 3 gigabit internet ports, 2x name slots. For Cisco ISR 4331, the Juniper 8 times gigabit internet ports, and the Aruba is 4 times gigabit internet ports. The features for the Cisco ISR 4331: modular, security and high availability. For the Juniper, the features is security, VPN, unified threat management. And for the Aruba 7005, the features is SD1, security and branch gateway.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Araf bin Arsham. I would like to introduce and present for you about the costing and return on investment. We got 2 things that we buy for our new project, which is for government building. And then the thing that we need to bring to the place is actually the switches and the routers. For switches, we do some research, and then for our network, we need switches that support high port density PoE plus for powering devices like IP, cameras, and phones, and good management features. Based on the comparison that we've been that my friends already tell you guys, we selected the model Aruba 2930F due to its cost effectiveness and sufficient features. And then for the routers, we need devices that can handle the throughout requirements, provide security features, and support modularity or expansion if needed. So based on the comparison that my friends tell, we already researched and make our suggestion about then we selected the model of Cisco ISR 4331 due to its modularity and higher throughput capacity.
Hello, my name is Luman Hakim bin Ismail and I'm going to be continuing where my friends left off. So for the total costing, the equipment cost for the switches is for enforcement department we have one switch with 48 ports. Front desk and self-service kiosk we have two switches, 48 ports each with some ports spare. Public Wi-Fi one switches with 48 ports. CCTV and security department two switches. Finance and IT department for a total of 8 switches. So for the routers, enforcement department will use one routers, front desk and self-service kiosk one router, public Wi-Fi one router, CCTV and security department one router, finance and IT department one router for a total of 5 router. For the total equipment costing for the switches, the price of one switch is 30,108 ringgit. So times by 8, we will get 104,864 ringgit. So for the routers, the price of one router is 11,704 ringgit. So times by 5, we will get 58,520. So the total equipment cost for 8 switches and 5 routers are 163,384 ringgit.
For the labor cost, first of all is estimated market salary. For the network engineer, 450 ringgit per hour. For the technician, 150 ringgit per hour. And then we move to the estimated hours. Each router installation just take 3 hours. Each switch installation 2 hours. For cabling and testing per router 2 hours. For cabling and testing per switch 1 hour. And configuration and setup per device just only 1 hour. So the total hours per router with 3 installation plus 2 cabling plus 1 configuration, we got 6 hours. And for the total hours per switch with 2 installation plus 1 cabling 1 plus 1 configuration, it only 4 hours. And then for the next part is labor calculation. 5 routers multiplied with 6 hours, we got 30 hours. And for the switches, 8 switches multiply 4 hours, we got 32 hours. So the total labor hours is 62 hours. And last but not least, for the labor cost, for network engineer, 15% of the time, so 32 hours multiply 415 ringgit, we got 14,400 ringgit. For the technician, also 15% of the time, so 32 hours multiply 150 ringgit, we got 4,800 ringgit. And for the total labor cost is 19,200 ringgit. After that, we go to the additional cost breakdown. For the first one is racks. Rack costs 4,600 ringgit for each, and we're using 4 to standard rack. And number of rack that we use is 3 racks. It estimate based on space requirement for 8 switches and 5 routers. And for the total rack cost is 3 racks multiplied with 4,600 ringgit, we got 13,800 ringgit. And the second one is delivery charges. For the router delivery, 2,235 ringgit per router. For the switch delivery, 114 ringgit per switch. And for the rack delivery, 1,350 ringgit per rack. So total delivery cost, 5 routers multiplied 235 ringgit plus 8 switches multiply 140 ringgit plus 3 racks multiply 300 ringgit, 350 ringgit. So it equal to the 3,345 ringgit. And for the last one is cables and accessories. The first one is Ethernet cables, 10 ringgit per cable, and cables is CAT6 and 3 meters. And for the patch panels, 1,000 ringgit per each. And for the cable management accessories, just 710 ringgit each rack. So the cable's estimate is 100 cable multiply with 10 ringgit, we got 1,000 ringgit. And for the patch panels, 3 multiply with 1,000 ringgit, we got 3,000 ringgit. And for the cable management, also 3 multiply with 710 ringgit, and we got 2,130 ringgit. So the total cable accessory cost is 100 plus 300 ringgit plus 200 1,000 plus 3,000 plus 2,130 ringgit, and we got the total cable accessory cost is 6,130 ringgit. And that's all.
For other costs estimated, we got our software licensing for 23,415 ringgit. That is the cheapest in the market we can get. So for software licensing, we need to provide for this company so that they don't need to worry about that. And then for other things is we got the maintenance and support. Maintenance and support is needed because sometimes the company got the problem with the software or anything with the router or switches, so we need to provide this as well. So we has put the money around 42,300 ringgit. And then for the power and cooling, actually this is for router and switches, so that they need to cool down a bit because due to hard work router, this will make the router heat, so we need to provide as well. We got in the market, we can find the cheapest is 6,000 ringgit, but we need the great performance for our cooling system, so that the router and the switches never got too heat. So we just buy the great version, which is for 11,710 ringgit. And then for the insurance, I got the 7,100 ringgit. So we assuming that the insurance takes about 3 years. So the total is 20,300 ringgit. And then for the security enhancement, the price we put is 40,050 ringgit. And for contingency is 9,370 ringgit, and for consulting fees is 40,050 ringgit. For consulting fees, we need to provide it because we need the network design for our project, so that the client will satisfied with our project. The cost is 40,050 ringgit. Estimated project cost is 299,000 ringgit, 614 ringgit. For ROI calculation, the total benefits over a year, we can get about 5,386,000 ringgit, which is our total cost is 299,614 ringgit. So we sum it up and we divide by initial investment, which is 2 million ringgit, and then we times with 100%. So the percentage ROI for our project is 254.32%. So it's quite big, and then we satisfied with our project and our profit. So the project will give advantage for our company to grow big. So that's all from me.